So in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about some reasons why I stopped playing Genshin Impact and also some reasons why I stopped uploading videos about Genshin Impact. On this channel, I think my most popular video is the Ningguang story. It's the cinematic when you first appear in Liyue and Ningguang's just introducing herself as her character, and it's so pretty and like the music is nice, right? That video did very, very well. I took advantage of the opportunity that it was like brand new, and because of that I had an opportunity to share the game when it was newer and be a content creator for Genshin Impact when it was newer. But unfortunately, I let the opportunity slip out of my hands and not continue as I said I would like to in that video to post more content on Genshin Impact. So fast forward 3 years later, here I am. And from time to time, I will log into Genshin Impact. I don't think Genshin Impact is a bad game at all. I do understand, though, that it is a gacha game. And I like gacha games. I don't really have a problem with spending money on gacha games. It's not like I had a gambling addiction. But there would be some times where I would reconsider and say, you know what, maybe I don't need this 5-star character. Maybe they'll come around next time, or maybe I should just save up my money and buy it on other things instead. So luckily for me, I've never gotten to the pitfall of spending so much on a game, so much so that it's affecting me in real life. So I'm thankful for that. But at the same time, that is one factor, is the gambling and the gacha mechanics in that game. What ended up tending to happen is that when a new character would come out, I would be like, okay, well, I want this character. Let's see, I got like 10 wishes, let's go. So I'll use the 10 wishes, right, immediately. And I used to like pick spots and do different like weird rituals to try and get it. And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But when it did, oh my God, you better believe I believed in those rituals and I would do them. But then when they didn't work, I would get frustrated sometimes and I would just alt F4. Just like that, I'd leave the game. And then I'd come back eventually. So I developed a love-hate relationship with the game for a very long time. And then I realized, I was like, well, I'm just kind of playing here and then, and I get a new character, it's cool, and then I have to do these chores to level it up, and I have to wait for the new content. Because I grinded that game out so much so that I was ahead of everything. And when I was ahead of everything, it wasn't fun anymore. I remember when I first started, oh my God, Genshin Impact had this magic to it I can't describe. It's like playing a new game for the very first time and just being so excited and so curious, like, oh, what's beyond this mountain? Oh, what if I go under here? What does this do? It was so cool experimenting and just playing around, falling in love with the game. But over time, it became quite repetitive, and unfortunately, that limerence ended up getting old. And I never really looked back on it. So now I've played the game this year, maybe like 10 times max, off and on. Actually, no, maybe like 7 or 8 times, right? And those login sessions, maybe the longest one was probably like an hour or two, just going over some old content that I've been saving up, like the mines for Yelan's quest line, and then what else? Yelan stuff, Sumeru, that stuff, and then Fontaine. Oh my God, like I didn't even know that you could swim underwater until I joined someone else's world trying to get their materials one day in co-op, and they're like, yeah, you can just go under here, there's this thing, by the way, you can grab it. I'm like, what? You can like dive underwater now? That's so cool. But as each new character comes out, they're having to get more and more creative as they're trying to string along how far they can stretch the Genshin Impact lifeline, which is a good and also a bad thing. So like I said, I wish nothing but the best for this game. I like MiHoYoverse. I think they have exceptional talent. I think they are very passionate about what they do at heart, and I don't think that they're just trying to sell us a money-grabbing game, but unfortunately, I don't think that their investor shareholder goals and profit margins and making more and more money every single year coincides with, gamers' enjoyment. the average Genshin Impact player or the more hardcore or just a casual Genshin Impact person's experience in the game. Those values don't align. And of course, they're going to go for the values of the shareholder because that's the lifeline of their livelihood. They get more money, they get more bonuses, and that's just how it is. That's life. So at the end of the day, I wish nothing but the best for Genshin Impact, but unfortunately, I don't really see me making too much content on Genshin Impact on this channel anymore unless you guys request it. At least if 5 people from this video request, oh, just make some Genshin Impact videos, maybe going over some of your characters that you have, some of your progression that you have in the game that you haven't updated, because some of my builds are still from 2020 when the game came out. My Diluc, right? I put him as a physical, even though people don't do that. They put him with the set, the fire set, and different things like that. I just had him physical, and I got the wolf gravestone sword, and I would just smack around everything with it. That's how I liked to play at the time. But anyway, like I said, if you guys want it, let me know. I will make it for you. If not, I'll just continue to upload videos. And like I said, this channel is going to go in a new direction now. My goal is to get 10 subscribers by the end of December, end of this year. Right now, we're doing pretty good. On my last video, I've gotten 2 new subscribers. So we're on a roll. And let's see if we can just hit that milestone. That would mean a lot to me. So anyway, thank you guys for listening, and look forward to the next video. Thank you and have a great day.